Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome to wherever you are. I hope you have come prepared to debate. We're going to debate some controversial topics. One of them is gun control, and the other one will be legalizing drug use. The pros and the cons, as we say. So I will wait for my participants to get to class. Hopefully we'll have a lively debate. Let's see, while I'm waiting, let's arrange a few things here. Hello, hi there. Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Fine, thank you. Typhoon is approaching.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I was reading about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Um,
So-called super typhoon, very big.
Super tight. And how is the weather? Is it cold or
Now
warm?
it's humid and a little windy, but
Mm.
it will reach here maybe on Friday, next Friday.
Oh, really?
Now, yeah,
That's
now
oh.
it is just on the Okinawa. Okinawa is the most northern part of Japan. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Southern
Uh,
part.
southern, I'm sorry, southern part of Japan.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And
Very big.
what kind of damage are they expecting in Okinawa?
They expected a strong wind, about 70 meter,
Hmm.
but not that strong. Maybe 50 meter, but very strong.
Hmm.
Still very strong.
Okay.
Mhm.
So are they evacuating people from the coast?
No, they already familiar, accustomed to
Hmm.
typhoon.
Okay. Well, hopefully everyone is smart and everyone takes precautions.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hello, Pablo.
Hello, how are you?
Good, good, good to see you. Have I had you in class before? I don't remember.
No, it's the first time I do a class with you.
Ah, okay. Where are you from?
I come from Madrid, from Spain,
Madrid. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of españoles in class the last couple
eh,
weeks. Uh,
because we need to improve our English level.
So what do you do there in Madrid? Are you a student or what field do you work in?
Yeah, I'm an English teacher here in Madrid,
Ah,
and now
fantastic.
I'm studying for the competition to become a teacher in state schools.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Well,
It's a hard summer to me.
it's a busy school. Competition, huh?
Yeah,
How big is this competition?
well, I think there are 37 posts of teacher, and we
Oh.
are 11,000 people is
Uh-huh.
to get in the schools in Madrid.
How many thousand?
11.
11,000.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's a hard process as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Hello, Bob.
Hi,
How are you?
fine, thanks. You?
Good, good. Where are you from?
I'm from Rome, in Italy, and
Ah.
that's my second class in Berlin. I've
Oh, okay.
just finished the first one, and
Ah,
I enjoyed it very much.
good, good. I was just telling Pablo that we have a lot of people from Spain. I've also had a lot of Italians in the classes so far.
That wants to learn English, but they can't.
No, actually, you guys are doing well. You guys are doing well. So
Yeah,
do you,
thank
do
you.
you go by Bob? Is that your real name?
No, it's Roberto.
Ah, okay. Roberto. Yeah, I was going to tell you we have had people from Milan, from the north of Italy, the south of Italy, everywhere. Yeah, very good. So
And
tell
I'm
me,
from the center, so
okay. All right, Roberto. So tell me, why do you want to improve your English?
because I think that unemployment in Italy will
Mhm.
force me to move abroad. So I need English to work, and even because are lots of years that I study English, but I feel always that my level is inappropriate. So I would once for all improve my English.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, good. I guess this is the right place to have some practice, and of course we can share some tips with you guys for improving English as well. Um, Let me share a document with you because I think this document will help you with what we're going to debate. So this class is set up as a debate where we're going to share our opinions, our ideas, whether we are for or against something. And in English, sometimes we use, I guess it's more of a Latin term. If you're for or against, and you are weighing the positives and the negatives, does anyone know the two categories? What do we call that when you're debating something? If you are
Pros and
considering,
cons? Oh,
yeah, the pros and cons, good. So people who are considering a decision, we can say someone, I'll just type this out. We consider the pros and cons of a subject, right? And so that would be Latin-based pro, in favor of, and con, against. So we have those prefixes in a lot of English words, right? And Spanish as well. Hello, Adam.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. Is it Adam? Am I saying it right?
Adam, yes.
Adam. Okay. Where are you
Yeah,
from?
Adam. From Egypt.
From Egypt. Oh, okay. Welcome. Welcome. What do you do there in Egypt? Are you a student or do you work in a certain field?
Now, right now I'm working abroad.
Oh, really?
I don't live in Egypt.
Where do you live now?
In Oman, in the Gulf area.
Oh, okay. Wow. And what do you do for work over there?
I'm working in oil field, in drilling field.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. I've read about there's a lot of there are a lot of guest workers, huh, in the Middle East.
Yes,
What
oil and gas.
oil and gas, huh? Do you like it?
Yes, I like it.
Okay, good. Okay, so are you guys familiar with using the Google Drive here on Verbling?
A little bit for me.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a document into the Google Drive. Just bear with me for a second. I'm going to upload I'm going to go ahead and upload two files. You can grab both of them. If we have time, we will discuss both of these subjects. One, two. This is from a book that I use for some of my classes here, my face-to-face classes with some of my students. So I'm uploading the documents. Just bear with me just for a second. Takes just a minute. If you want to use it on your computer screen, that's fine. If you want to print it out, that's fine. Okay, give access. I will give you guys access. Okay, good. Are you able to grab the document?
yes.
There's
I'm
one or more.
trying to.
All right, let me. I'm gonna.
Should I click on the drive icon on the left?
Yes. Yeah, the one for Google Drive. Click on that. It will install the app in the Hangout.
Okay. These 2 units.
Yes, there's 2 units there. Like I said, you can just download them to your computer and use them off the screen, or if you prefer to print out the hard copy, that's fine. Hi, Paolo.
Hi.
Good,
Hi.
good to see you again.
Yes, thanks. How are you?
Good, good. So
Okay.
we have two people here from your industry, right? You work in the oil and gas industry, right?
No, I don't work for. I work for. I am a policeman.
Ah, sorry. I'm thinking of Pier Paolo. There's another Paolo.
Yes.
Pier Paolo, he's a geologist for the oil company. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, so does anyone need more time? Are you guys ready? I posted 2 documents into Google Drive. One of them is called gun control, and the other one, I'm gonna go ahead and the other one is called should drugs be legalized? Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and so this class.
I can find only drug.
There's 2 documents, Heidi. Well, I think that there's 2 links, so you might have to click on 2 separate links in the Google Drive.
Click where?
Right next on the left side, there is the Adobe Acrobat icon.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 icons that look like the little tiny red triangle. If you click on one, it's the first document. If you click on the other one, it's the other document.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah.
Gun control.
Yeah. So let's do this. The success of this class depends on you guys offering your opinions, and we're going to also read some.
Which is first?
I'm sorry?
Which is first?
Gun
control.
Gun control, yeah. We'll start with gun control.
Okay.
So let's just start off with some simple questions for you guys. Let's start off with our policeman. Paolo, do you have a gun in your home?
No, I don't like keeping my gun at home because I have got 2 children. They are just 2 toddlers, so I prefer keeping my gun in the headquarters.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. How about you, Pablo? Do you have a gun at home?
Of course, I don't have a gun.
Okay. Well, I know maybe from in your country. Sorry, Bob. We'll see you later. It's interesting you say of course. Why do you say of course? No.
Because I think I don't need a gun for anything. See, I have a problem about my security, I can call the police. There are other measures.
Mm-hmm.
I think that in Spain, if people have guns, the crime rates will be increasing. So I'm glad to say that here we don't have usually guns at home.
Okay. All right. Hi there. I think I already know the answer. Do you have a gun in your house?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Japan is strict rule.
Very strict, yeah.
Yeah, strict rule about gun control.
Okay.
So I've never seen any gun in my life.
Ah. How about you, Adam? Do you have a
No, I
gun?
don't have one.
Have you ever held a gun?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. However, we need it very much in Egypt right now, but I have.
Okay. Hello, Ethan. Whoop, we lost Adam. Maybe he'll come back. Hi, Ethan. How are you?
Hello, sir. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Where?
How about you?
I'm doing fine. Where are you from?
I'm from China.
Oh, from China. Okay. We're using the Google Drive, and there are 2 documents in the Google Drive. If you want to join us, we are using a PDF document on gun control. If you go to Google Drive, you should be able to access it.
Just what's that green?
I'm sorry?
Where's the files link?
Google Drive is
The
a
length of the file.
I'll go ahead.
The
Let me
length.
give you access to the files. It's telling me to give you access. Give me a second here. There, I have granted you access to the 2 files. Okay? So please open Unit 21 on gun control. That's what we're discussing. I'll give you some time while I talk to everyone else. Let me go back to Paolo. Paolo, you're a policeman.
Yes.
What type of gun do they issue you in your job?
Yes, we have got a normal gun, a Beretta.
Beretta?
Yes, and we have got a gun machine to do when we are patrolling an area. We use a gun machine when we are going to stop over a
Uh-huh.
car, for example, because it's faster and easier to use, and what more is more how can I say precise,
Mm-hmm.
more yeah, can I say that more
Yeah, more
precise?
precise. Yeah. What do you mean by gun machine?
Gun machine is like a big gun, but that can shoot a lot of
Oh, really? Okay.
gun
Uh,
machine. I think is it not that the right word?
switch the order of the words. Machine gun.
Ah, machine gun. Ah, okay, okay. Yes, machine gun.
So they give you guys an automatic weapon.
Yes, yes,
Wow.
automatic. Yes, yes.
Wow.
Machine gun.
The American police would be jealous.
Yes, but we is really actually is so different because we don't use we just hold keep them, but we don't use we can't use a lot the bottom. How can I say
Mm-hmm.
bottom? Yeah, we have a lot of strict rules, and we are a lot of. Uh, jealous of American policemen because they are allowed to do a lot of things. I think too much, maybe.
Maybe. Well, let's talk about that. Let me ask the rest of the group here one more question before we talk about gun laws. Have any of you ever gone hunting?
No. Sorry?
Have you ever gone hunting? Hunting maybe deer or hunting wild animals with a gun or
No. No, no. Me? Are you asking to me?
anyone?
Okay. No.
An-
No, me,
anybody?
I don't like.
Anybody here ever gone hunting? No? Okay.
No, no.
All right. Let me ask Pablo. Tell me about gun laws in Spain.
Oh, the guns in Spain.
Yeah, tell me about what do you know about the gun laws? Like, if someone wants to own a gun, what are
Okay.
the
Okay, I know.
rules? What are the rules in order to
So
acquire it?
I barely know anything about gun laws, but I know that if someone wants to buy a gun, he needs a license. I don't know what kind of license. I suppose that maybe he has to explain his purposes. Maybe it's for hunting, for example,
Mm-hmm.
or only if you are part of the police corps or a military maybe. I don't know really what do you have to do or where do you have to go to get a license to buy a gun, or what are the requirements?
Okay. Okay. Hi there. What do you know about gun laws in Japan?
Only police and military force can have gun, but they can't bring their gun into their house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At first,
Interesting.
police go to the police station. Then they have a key. They open the key. Then they get gun.
Hmm. Okay.
After job, they need to put that place again.
Okay.
But there are many yakuza in Japan, so they are smuggling gun. Sometimes the police go to that place and confiscate the guns.
Mhm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I've read about the Yakuza.
Last month, a man, common person who was arrested because he had 6 guns, he made the guns by himself using a 3-copy photocopy machine.
Ah, we in English we call it a 3D printer.
Yeah,
3D printer. Wow.
it's a
Wow.
first time. We are very surprised.
Yeah, I've actually heard that this was. I've heard that this is possible. But I also heard that it can be very dangerous to make those guns because sometimes they don't work right and they explode.
Yeah, he got the information from some American site.
Yeah.
Could make the gun.
Uh-huh.
It's likely toy, blue color, white color. So
Wow.
if he throw at the trash, maybe a kid will get that gun. Very dangerous.
Yeah. Hey, when you guys are not taking your turn talking, maybe you can keep your microphone muted, just so I don't hear all of the keyboard. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Heide. Ethan. Hello, Ethan.
Yeah.
What do you know about guns in China? Is it possible for someone to have a gun?
It's not illegal to have a gun. Um, we have the shotgun gun for hunting.
For hunting? Okay.
Yeah.
If I want to be a hunter in China, what are the rules for getting a gun?
Um, if you take the gun in the countryside, maybe it's okay, but don't let the police officer know it.
Okay. So you don't know what the official rules are, huh? How to get the gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
The office does the police take the guns?
I see. Okay. What about you, Ahmad? What are the rules there in Egypt or in Oman? What do you know about gun ownership? Hello?
Yeah, just my microphone was muted.
Ah, okay.
I think it's very similar in Egypt and in Oman. It's very similar, but I don't know too much about Oman. But in Egypt, we have very restricted legislations. If you want to, if you want to have a gun, um, only for maybe for bodyguards and for people who are responsible of transferring funds like this. Okay, but not normal people can have a gun. It's not permitted that easy.
Hmm. Okay. And do you know is there a test if you want to have a gun and maybe you want to be a hunter? Is there a test? Are there special permits? Do you know what the rules are?
Yes, special permits, but no test. I think no test. But
Okay.
it's special permits you have to get. Yeah.
Okay. What are your opinions or what have you guys heard about guns in the United States? Go ahead, Adam, since we're talking to you first.
I
What
think
yeah, what do you
yeah.
guys hear about from this country?
I think in the United States it's a little bit easier to have a gun if we are comparing with European countries, for example.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I think it's not very strict legislation there.
Okay.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing?
Very bad thing because many people are killed by gun.
Mm-hmm.
Before I mentioned about the Japan situation, only 1 or 2 people die a year by gun. Then
Mhm.
American man was surprised. Maybe it's only 1 hour or 2 hours.
Yeah. Let's let's go back to our document here and let's discuss why America has such a strong feeling towards gun ownership. If you find page 94 in the document that I gave you, the bottom of the page there is an exercise called exercise 21.3. Do you guys see that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe
Sorry, teacher. Can you repeat what is the document? Where is?
it's page 94. Well,
Uh-huh.
it's actually page probably page 2 of the document.
Uh-huh.
But it's
Okay.
according to the scan, it's page 94, exercise 21.3. There's a small paragraph.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So,
Okay.
Pablo, can you read the paragraph for us, and then we'll discuss it?
Yes. Many Americans feel they have the right to have a gun according to the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments attached to the U.S. Constitution. The Second Amendment reads, "A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." Compare the situation with those in other countries. Can people in your country own guns? Do most people own a gun? Why or why not? What percentage of American homes have at least one gun?
Okay, thank you. So, what is the basis, according to this paragraph, what is the basis for many Americans believing that they need to own a gun?
That it appear in the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that this Constitution was made maybe 200 years ago. So I have some American friends, and they say to me that maybe this have no sense because it's maybe outdated, this regulation.
Mm-hmm. Now, for some people, if you say that to them, if you say that to some Americans that it's outdated, they will become offended, very upset.
Yeah, they are living in Madrid, so they have
no.
gone away from
Yeah, I think
American.
once you travel, once you see the world, you have a more open point of view, right?
Yeah, maybe.
But
Better bar open.
some Americans feel that the U.S. Constitution is a religious document, inspired of God. And so you should never contradict the U.S. Constitution, no matter what. They believe it is a sacred document. I'm joking a little bit, but that's some people feel very strongly. It says this. This is what it says. What do you guys know about American history? Why do you think that the U.S. Constitution mentions that the people have the right to bear arms, and it mentions a well-regulated militia? When the United States was born, who were they fighting against?
I guess the British.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they were very concerned with the British being able to come in and take over the country again. So each community was responsible for self-defense.
As well as with Indians, I think, I suppose, at that.
Yeah, Indians as well. But mainly the British was the big worry. They were very concerned the British would come back and take the country back. So that's the mentality of the time. Like Pablo said, it was a different time period.
But also,
go ahead.
But also, I think there was a problem maybe in the 60s or in the 70s with a group called Black Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it that they use guns to avoid the regulations and to fight the police? Wasn't it?
Yeah, but guns have been a part of American culture from the beginning. Very, very entrenched, we can use the word. I use this word here.
Before I used to see the Western movies.
Yes.
Everybody had a gun because they need to fight with others. From European countries, very poor people moved to America. So they didn't have any money. So sometimes they broke in the house to steal something. So the people needed to fight with that kind of people. And there are a lot of animals because they needed to cultivate the rough land.
Mm-hmm. When I say this word cowboy culture, what do you think of Ethan? What do you know about American cowboys? Have you ever seen a Have you ever seen a cowboy movie?
Yes,
Cowboy movie?
A cowboy
yes,
movie with the man with the hat on a horse?
yes, very often.
What do you think? Why do Americans like cowboys?
I think everyone around the world likes the cowboy, that kind of stories,
Mm-hmm.
because I think involves guns, and the fight against the Indians that in this kind of movies are acted like the bad part of the group. The Indians are always bad and the cowboys are always good, and they do that because their God tell us to do that. So they have right to do everything they want. And instead, the Indians are a bad person, and they behave very bad. So
Mm-hmm.
the people, a lot of people that actually doesn't know very well the history, thinks. Me too. They say was the same when I was younger. I thought the cowboys was a good person
Mm.
with a lot of values. Can I say values?
Sure.
Yeah, values, but I think that is just they try to bend the truth in this kind of movies.
Interesting. Okay. Have you heard this expression before? I'm using the Verbling chat in case you guys are not familiar with it.
Cowboys movies.
Shoot first and ask question, right?
What is what is
Yes.
what does that mean? Shoot first and ask questions later.
And it means that you don't have to trust in anyone. First, you defend yourself, and when you are safe, you can ask questions or look for the intentions of these people.
Yeah. So many Americans still have a cowboy mentality. Not everyone, but some people believe, hey, me first. I can use my gun. It's my right. Let's talk about. Let's read this story on page 95. The next page, there is a sad story actually. Page 95, exercise 21.4. Maybe we can have Paulo. Can you read the first paragraph, and then Haide, you can read the
Somebody
second.
considered very noisy.
Yeah, be careful with the pa 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 pa.
Yeah, sorry. Is my 21. Okay, in 1992, a sad case which revealed the stark differences among different nations' attitudes towards gun took place in the United States. Read this expert which describe what happened.
Okay, Haide, can you read the next paragraph, and then maybe Adam, you can read the last paragraph.
Sorry, from in October. I'm sorry. From October. I'm asking. In October, from okay.
Yes, good.
In October 1992, Yoshihiro Hattori, an energetic, outgoing 16-year-old, I know this case, exchange student from Japan, went to a Halloween party with his American host, Webb Haymaker, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, since they were going to a Halloween costume party. The two were dressed in their costumes. Unfortunately, they mistook the house number and by mistake went to a nearby house inhabited by Rodney Pierce, his wife Bonnie, and their young baby. Yoshihiro and Webb frightened Mrs. Pierce, who called for her husband to get his gun. Mr. Pierce said that he thought Yoshihiro was an intruder. Though Mr. Pierce shouted, "Freeze!" Yoshihiro, who did not speak much English, did not stop walking toward the house. He said, "I'm here for the party," and was jumping in the air, trying to imitate John Travolta. The character that he was dressed up as Mr. Pierce first his gun, killing Yoshihiro.
Okay, Adam?
Mr. Pierce was taken into custody and released that same night because there was no criminal intent. A 1976 Louisiana law says that homeowner is justified in killing intruders if he reasonably believes that his life is in danger, or that shooting will prevent a break-in. Someone had previously stolen the Pierce truck from their driveway. It was never recovered.
Okay. So let's make sure we understand the article. First of all, in the paragraph that Paulo read, the introduction paragraph, it says in 1992, a sad case which revealed the stark differences among different nations' attitudes towards guns took place. What does the word stark mean? What do you think?
Big, very big, huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Stark differences like black and white, night and day. So it's a dramatic difference. Okay. So let's see.
Sorry, teacher. Can we say, for example, a stark teacher or a stark school?
No, it's always used. It's always used for differences or for contrasts.
Okay.
As far as I know, I would have to see if there's another way we can use it. The way I've always used this word is very limited in its usage. Let me see if I can give you another example. While I'm looking for this, Pablo, give me a quick summary. Why do you think this young man died?
Because he was approaching a house, and the host of the house didn't know them. So they thought that there could be maybe a thief or a person that can get a dangerous person to them. So they decide to shoot first and then ask the questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately.
This article said he couldn't speak English well, right?
Yes.
And that time we thought of freeze. We didn't know about freeze. Hold up is common in Japan. So he heard freeze for the first time, so he couldn't understand what he should do.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that is true. That's what happened. Okay. Let's look at the next page and we'll discuss the results of this this sad story. On page 96 of the article, it says the Hattori case went to court shortly afterwards, and Rodney Pierce faced a charge of manslaughter, which in American courts manslaughter is the unlawful killing of someone without premeditation. What does premeditation mean?
Yes, means it means that you do a criminal facts without want without really premeditated that fact, that criminal fact before,
Okay,
but
but
just
Plan.
the word premeditate again, Haide?
Without plan.
Yeah, yeah, without planning
And
it.
by chance.
Yeah, maybe we say by chance, or maybe just on, in the instant, maybe someone gets angry, so someone
Yeah.
pulls a gun. It's still a crime, but it is a different level of crime. So, in America, we have murder in the first degree, murder in the second degree, and we have manslaughter, which is the unlawful killing of someone without premeditation. So, what do you guys think? If you were on the jury, do you believe Mr. Pierce was guilty of killing someone without premeditation?
Thinking about the Japanese rule, yeah, it will be guilty.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Was he guilty?
Yes, he's guilty for sure because he has killed a person that it's enough for European laws, for example. I think yes, the jail would be minor because it's just a manslaughter, but I think he should go into the jail anyway.
Okay. In
my
Go ahead,
country, for example, in my country, I think he would be guilty, and also because here in Spain, anyone, if you use a gun or not, you need to do a proportional response to an aggression. For example, if someone is punching you, you can't use a knife. For example, if you use a knife to defend yourself, you are guilty because you only can defend yourself with the same tool. For example, I think it's a bit unfair because I know some cases of one person that has been stolen. This person finally has hit the thief with a stick, for example, and finally the person who was being stolen has to pay the theft a fine.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the law? Back to the paragraph that we read, the paragraph that Adam read, where it says a 1976 Louisiana law says that a homeowner is justified in killing intruders if he reasonably believes that his life is in danger. What do you think of that law?
That's what I wanted to talk about. I think that he only applied the law. The law is the real problem, because it gives this right to shoot anyone. He said that he may be dangerous for him when you think that your life or your family are in danger. You can shoot anyone. You can use your gun. This is the law.
Yep. Good observation, huh? So, and it doesn't require proof, does it? It just says if I believe that my life is in danger, I can shoot you.
In this case, it hasn't been a real danger, I think.
Yeah. So this is a controversial law, and in the United States, each state makes their own laws. Of course, we have some big laws that go over the whole country, but when it comes to gun laws and other things, each state has different rules. Many states have this law, but most states do not. The last time I checked, I think only maybe maybe 12 or 13 states have a justifiable killing law. Many states say this law is incorrect, and so they have not passed it. They have not authorized it. Interesting, huh? All right, so what do you think the decision was from this jury in the state of Louisiana? Do you have a guess?
He was already released. He,
I'm
he
I'm
was
sorry?
he was not guilty, and he was released after that.
Okay. Oh, because of what the paragraph said?
I know this news.
Ah, okay, you know the news, yeah, because
It's related to Japanese, so we
Yeah.
are very. That time we read a lot of articles.
yeah, yeah. All of my Japanese students said this is a very difficult situation. It was very upsetting. So here, let me tell you what happened, just briefly. So it took 2 years to come, well, a year and a half to go through the court system. In May of 1994, the jury acquitted Mr. Pierce of manslaughter, but they ordered him to pay a fine of $650,000 to the Hattori family. Yeah, and the lawyer for Mr. Pierce said you have the absolute right in this country to answer your door with a gun. What do you think of that statement?
That's what he exactly applied.
Yeah, it's true. That's what he applied. So, what do you think? Oh, let me read you a statistic. Actually, it's from the article. You guys can read it. Let's go back to this article here and scroll down to page 97. Exercise 21.8. Oh, yeah, let's briefly take we'll take a detour from the United States. There's a paragraph that mentions Singapore and Malaysia. Maybe, Haide, can you read this paragraph?
Okay. Both Singapore and Malaysia have laws that state that the person who perpetrates a crime with a gun or a deadly weapon, whether or not anyone is actually killed during the crime, will be executed. What do you think of this law? Wow.
So maybe this is the opposite extreme. The United States is over here, and Malaysia and Singapore are over here, right?
Yeah.
Totally opposite.
What do you think of this law that if you use a gun or deadly weapon, even if no one is killed, you will be executed? What do you guys think of that? Any comments?
No, but I don't like the fact that a state can execute someone. So I don't like. I am against the death fine. But I think that I in favor of this the fact that if anyone is carrying a gun without a permission, a special permission, you have to be punished in
Okay.
a very very strict way,
Mm-hmm.
very
Okay.
tough way. Yes. Yeah, this is too much. That is too much.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate your opinion. This is an unusual law because this law actually, instead of punishing the act, it's actually punishing what?
Mm-hmm. Singapore had a lot of strict rules, so
Mm-hmm.
foreigners need to study about the rule before going there.
Yeah. And
For
I guess
example, you shouldn't chewing your gum. Chewing gum is banned.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I guess if you don't like it, don't go to Singapore. By the way, the word death penalty is the correct term in English. We say death penalty.
Mhm.
We also use the word capital punishment. It means the same thing.
Even Japan has capital punishment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so these here down below is some statistics. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think that capital punishment is a deterrent to criminals? First of all, what does the word deterrent mean?
Stop.
Tough.
Yeah, something that puts something that stops them, right?
Mhm.
So do you think that the death penalty is a deterrent to criminals? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I
Should
think so.
be.
Okay.
Not 100%, but at least better than nothing.
Okay. Let me skip to the third question. Do you think that tougher penalties will reduce the number of gun-related deaths? Actually, the question should say would. Do you think that tougher penalties would reduce the number of gun-related deaths? If the United States had stricter laws, do you think that they could reduce the number of gun-related deaths? What do you think?
From my point of view, I think that they will reduce. They will be reduced, but maybe not at a high level, because you have a gun. Is the crime is something you want to do? Maybe you are not avoiding to use the gun, because when you do a crime, I think you are not thinking of ending this action in the jail, but succeeding. So maybe you're going to try to use your guns to get more options to succeed.
Okay, interesting.
When people use the gun, that time they are excited, so they can't stop using gun by themselves. So at first they shouldn't have gun.
Mm. Do you think that the majority of gun deaths are actually from criminals?
Not all the time.
Yeah, not all the time. There are a surprising number of gun deaths in the United States which are not from robbers or thieves or gang members. Many gun deaths, many gun deaths in the United States is just an average person who becomes angry and shoots someone else. So some people believe that if it were more difficult to obtain guns, then when someone was angry, he would not have the option to get his gun.
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I read article. Young people, about 13 or 14, very young people are enjoying outside. Then suddenly one person remembered their friend. He is alone in his house. So they wanted to surprise him. Then he entered his house, but the boy was surprised too much. He brought his father's gun. Then he killed his friend.
Wow, sad. Yeah, that happens. That's not the first time that has happened. Let's read the statistics here, just to add some numbers to the discussion. Hello, Jose. Good to see you. Welcome to the end of our discussion here. Let's see. Paolo, can you read this paragraph?
Yes, statistics indicate that the places that have tough gun laws do have a lower number of deaths from guns. In 1990, there were only 87 handgun deaths in Japan, 22 in the United Kingdom, and 13 in Sweden. In the United States, on the other hand, there were over 10,500. On the lines provided, write your opinion about guns, gun control, and tougher penalties for gun-related crime.
So what do these numbers seem to prove?
it seems to me that prove that if in your country it's allowed to take guns, there are more possibilities to commit a gun-related crime. Because I think the tougher rule is not allowing people to carry guns, because as I mentioned before, if the penalties are very tough for performing a crime with a gun,
Hmm.
but everyone can take a gun, I think that it's not as efficient as if you don't let the current people to take guns.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's this gets into two different philosophies. Something that you just said. So we have. Um, Here, let me give you an English proverb and then see if you think this applies. I'll type it for you. Of course, we don't use the metric system in America, right? We still use the old system of ounces and pounds. Everybody know what an ounce is?
Yeah.
So an ounce is a small amount, and a pound is 16 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
Jose, you want to read that proverb for me? That I just typed? Maybe he's just listening. Hi there, you want to read it for me?
Well, and one also well, it's moving off. I can't read. Please stop.
I'm not doing it. Your own screen is.
And also prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Uh-huh. What do you think, Adam? What do you think that proverb means? What's the message?
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it means that prevention is not enough.
Okay.
With prevention, you should have more precautions to make sure that this prevention is going to work.
Okay. You think it means it's not enough?
Yeah, not enough. I don't think so. Cure is after do the things. The prevention is what's the prevent bad case happens. So it's very important.
Okay.
After cure is pound.
So let's apply this to what Pablo was saying, prevention and cure, right? So prevention would be making it difficult to have guns, making it very difficult to acquire guns in the first place. That's prevention. Cure is punishing. Cure is punishing people who have guns with stricter laws. Which one do you think would be more effective?
Prevention.
Prevention.
I would agree. So actually, that's kind of this proverb is usually used in America for when we want to say that it's better to prevent the situation than to try to fix it later. For instance, drinking and driving. It's much better to think ahead, don't do it, than to try to fix the situation after, right? So an ounce is small, and 1 ounce of prevention is worth or is equal to a whole pound of trying to fix it, trying to cure it. That's the moral of this proverb. It's about the prevention is more powerful than cure. So there's a new English proverb for you.
To take pro-action.
Yes, pro-action. Well, thanks for sharing in our discussion. You're welcome to keep the articles here. There's some vocabulary practice that you are welcome to do on your own. We don't have time for the other debate, but I will save that debate for one of my next classes, maybe later this week, maybe next week. We'll see. So if you see another debate class with my name, then you know what the topic will be. It will be legalizing drugs, yes or no? Okay, guys, thanks for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
You too.
See you next time. Bye.
See you. Bye bye.